Wow. So I'm watching, you know, the movie Malcolm X. Movie came out in the late '90s, early 2000s, something like that. And I remember seeing it, thinking, "Oh, that's a great movie, powerful stuff he said in there." But here we are years later. You know, I realize now that the things that were said in that movie didn't take root as it should have. Now that I've written my book, The Thoughts of a Newly Awakened Mind, this movie makes more sense than it ever did. I realize how much I didn't know, or how misguided and miseducated and taught the wrong things about so much, about myself, about my people, just about history, the world, the whole thing, just the whole thing, just totally. I don't know how to discombobulate it on purpose. Is the shocking thing for me. But like I said, for my book, it makes, in my mind, realizing what was said in the movie Malcolm X and the things that probably flew over most of our heads. It was just good entertainment, right? Denzel, that Negro can act, boy. That's a good boy. Denzel, Denzel. Yeah, he can act. Yeah, and he can, absolutely can. But the words that were spewed out in that movie, at the time when I saw it, like I say, I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was great. It was good seeing black folk on TV, good to hear another story besides, slavery and so on and so forth. But like I say, the message didn't really take root like I would have liked it, like it should have, actually. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So my book now, Thoughts of a Newly Awakened Mind, really speaks to that kind of thing that I went through life, just like Malcolm Little did, oblivious to what was really going on in the world, and now that, I mean, his eyes got opened much younger than mine did. I'm into my 60s before I kind of realized that, hey, this life we've been living is full of crap, you know, information, false information. They talk about fake news. Man, I've been living my whole life under this false narrative of so much information. So anyway, so I guess I just want to say a little something that just kind of struck me as I was watching this. Um, it just kind of reminded me of why, more than ever now, that I believe my book is important. It's small. I'm not a literary giant or anything. I'm not the best writer or anything, but I really think my book is worth looking at, and I wish you would. So remember, it's just Thoughts of a Newly Awakened Mind. It's available on Amazon. That's all. We're feeding into the Jeff Bezos millions. But it's all we got. And why is that? Why is that? Why is it that is all we got? How is it that so many people like Elon Musk and the what do you call them, the J.P. Morgans and the Rothschilds and the Warburgs and the Kennedys and the Rockefellers and all these small one percenters, have amassed so much of the money, of the wealth around the world, and how do we get left behind? When there was Mansa Musa, who was the richest man to ever live, a black man, an African, I tell you, it's kind of hard to come to terms with a lot of that stuff. It wasn't easy for me, to realize, like it says in the movie, you've been hoodwinked, you've been bamboozled, you've been led astray, you've been tricked, Plymouth Rock didn't land on you You didn't land on Plymouth Rock landed on you. You know, all these kind of things, you know, that just, we just kind of well, speak for me. I realized that I had become so assimilated into the American nightmare without even realizing the extent of the just how much I was deprived, you know. I don't know, I could keep going on and on and on about this, but like I said, my point is, you know, watching this Malcolm X movie and realizing how oblivious I was to the message that was being brought forth, and that now that I've written my book, you know, Thoughts of a Newly Awakened Mind, I really believe more than ever, you know, that it is important, that what I've said, what I've written, it's important for us. I know it's not easy to read. It's not easy to admit that, you know, you've been tricked and bamboozled and so on and so forth. But, you know, it is important to wake up. You know, I mean, so many through the years, you know, wake up everybody, no more sleeping in bed. Yeah. No more time for sleeping, time for thinking ahead. You know, we got to start looking up. I mean, we've been lied to, the preachers, the teachers, all that stuff. You know, just, it's a lot to take in. And I know this. I know this. But I want to encourage my brothers and my sisters, you know, to take a moment, re-examine, reevaluate, you know, some of the things that you've accepted all your life. You know, don't be afraid, you know, to just literally think, you know. Don't, you know, have the courage to really challenge and take a look at, you know, open it up, spread it out, the things that you've accepted as facts, you know, it's true, what you believe, you know. Anyway, what am I saying? But again, the whole point is, I guess, for making this video, and which I'm going to edit and cut and so on and so forth before it's all said and done. But the whole main point is to encourage you to go out and purchase my book, you know, Thoughts of a Newly Awakened Mind. Yeah, I think it'll bless you. Matter of fact, I know it will. Yeah. Anyway, you've been hoodwinked. You've been bamboozled, been tricked, led astray. Yeah, wow. And to acknowledge that kind of truth, it's not easy. It is guaranteed it's not easy, but if you can actually allow yourself to just fathom the idea of the depth of the misinformation that you've lived by most of your life. And just wake up, you know, just wake up, you know, no more sleeping in bed. Yeah. Anyway, let me shut up. All right, be blessed, have a wonderful day, and I'm going to be posting more eventually as I gather up the courage to actually speak my mind unapologetically, but with no intent of ever to bash anybody or to bring anybody down. It's about lifting us up. But in order for us to be lifted, you gotta think, man. You gotta be willing to question some shit. You know? Anyway, let me shut up. Have a blessed day and talk to you later.